All right, today we are taking a trip to a truly spectacular corner of Turkey's Aegean coast. This isn't just any national park, oh no. It's a place where two completely different worlds, ancient history and incredible nature, they just collide in the most amazing way. And to get a feel for it, let's start with something a visitor once said.
I mean, that quote just hits it perfectly, doesn't it? You get there, and the first thing that hits you is that fresh smell of pine in the air. And then you see the water, and it's a kind of blue that almost feels like you're seeing the color for the very first time. It's an experience that just grabs all of your senses at once.
So what is it that makes this park so special, so unique? Well, it all boils down to its split personality. See, it's not just one single landscape. It's actually two totally different but equally important ecosystems that have been fused together to create one giant protected paradise.
And here you can really see that incredible contrast. On one side, you have the Dilek Peninsula. It's rugged, it's mountainous. Its highest peak, Dilek Tepe, shoots up over 1,200 meters. The rock there is ancient. We're talking Paleozoic schists, Mesozoic marble. And then, on the other side, you've got the Büyük Menderes Delta, a huge flat wetland. It's fed by this massive river, creating lagoons and salt marshes. I mean, it's mountain versus marsh, solid rock versus flowing water, all inside one park.
And we're not talking about a small patch of land here. The whole park covers a massive 27,675 hectares. The peninsula part was made a national park way back in 1966, but then, in 1994, they added the even bigger delta area to it, creating this enormous, incredibly diverse sanctuary. And this unique setup, well, it has created a real hub for life, a living museum, if you will.
Right, so the key thing here is that this one-of-a-kind geography has created a serious biological hotspot. The biodiversity in this park is so important that it's protected by a whole bunch of international agreements. Everything from the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands to the Berne Convention on European Wildlife.
Take a look at this number, 804. So what do you think that represents? Well, that is the number of different plant species they have found inside the park. Just think about that. That's a staggering amount of variety all packed into one place.
Okay, now here's a number that's, believe it or not, even more incredible. 6. Out of those 804 plant species, 6 of them are endemic. What does that mean? It means they are found right here, in this park, and absolutely nowhere else on the entire planet. This place is literally the last refuge for these plants.
And that is exactly why the Council of Europe gave the peninsula this super prestigious title, a Flora Biogenetic Reserve Area. You can really think of it as a living nature museum. It's one of the only spots where you can see classic Mediterranean plants, like olive and juniper, growing right next to species you'd normally find all the way up by the Black Sea, like the Anatolian chestnut. And all this amazing plant life? Well, it supports an incredible lineup of animals. We're talking about really rare species, like the Mediterranean monk seal and the lynx. The park is even famous for being the last western point where the super elusive Anatolian leopard used to roam. Oh, and then there are the famous wild boars. They've gotten so used to people that they'll often just wander right up to say hello.
But hey, the story here does not end with nature, not at all. This land is absolutely steeped in thousands of years of human history. When you walk these paths, you are literally treading in the footprints of ancient civilizations.
Right inside the park, you can find Panionion. This was the sacred meeting place for the Ionian League, all the way back in the 9th century BC. You've got ruins of ancient cities like Thebai, the historic Eya Yorgi Monastery, and the beautifully preserved Old Greek village of Daganbe. It's like taking a walk through time, from deep antiquity all the way to the more recent past.
Okay, so after all that nature and all that history, what's it actually like to visit the park today? How can you get in on this adventure and experience this paradise for yourself? Well, let's dive in.
So the main road that takes you into the park is about 11 kilometers long. And as you drive, you'll find 4 main coves. And honestly, each one is more beautiful than the last. You start with İçmeler, then Aydınlık, Kavaklıburun, and finally Karasu. The beaches themselves are a mix of pebbles and sand, but the one thing they all have in common is the water. It is so unbelievably clear you can see every single stone on the bottom while you're swimming.
And your adventure doesn't have to stop at swimming in the coves. You can spend your day birdwatching in the delta. You might even spot some flamingos. Or you can capture all that amazing scenery with your camera. For those who are a bit more adventurous, you can go cycling. Or, if you get a special permit, you can even explore some of the deeper hiking trails.
But wait, before you even get into the main part of the park, there's a hidden gem you absolutely have to see, the Cave of Zeus.
It's this magical little grotto where chilly fresh water from the mountains mixes with the warm, salty water from the sea. And what you get is this stunning, natural swimming pool of clear, blue-green water, all hidden away inside a cave.
Of course, it gets its name from mythology. The legend goes that whenever the sky god Zeus made his brother Poseidon, the god of the sea, angry, Poseidon would whip the seas up into a total frenzy. So to escape his brother's temper, Zeus would retreat to this very cave to wash up and just wait for the storm to pass.
So in the end, you're left with this incredible place, a meeting point of stunning natural diversity, thousands of years of human history, and even ancient myth. It really makes you stop and think, doesn't it? In a world that is constantly changing, what does it truly take to protect a paradise like this for all the generations to come?